Hi there. So we're going to run you through how to put together your basic poster. So if you're very familiar with PowerPoint, this will not be a problem at all for you. If you're pretty new to PowerPoint, this will get you started from the ground up. So I'm using a Mac. If you're using a PC, the headings and the titles will be slightly different. But a lot of the names of the text box and the shapes will be similar. So you should be able to find them with just a little bit of hunting. So you open up your blank PowerPoint and you get something like this where you have two text boxes here, and we want to get rid of these. So you click in these and you can delete them. So you have a blank text document. So the first thing to do is to change the size. So if you're working with a PC, you'll go to the Design tab up top. But because I'm on a Mac, I need to go to File and down to Page Setup. And so this is where I want to change the width. So I want the width to be 24 inches by 36 inches. So I want it to be a tall poster. And for right now, you just click yes. Fix it. So it'll fix it. And that'll be fine. Whatever you're using, that will work perfect. And the next thing I asked to do is to insert a text box for the title. So you go up here, find the text box, put that down, and we will use the name of the course, Strategies for Sustainable Development. How to make an awesome poster. So you see it kind of went off the slide, but you can resize the text box using this. So you can kind of move it up however you would like it. As a title, it should be kind of close to the top. You can also change the justification. We'll align it center. So that looks pretty good. The next thing I asked you to do is to insert two pictures from the internet or wherever you would like. So I saved two pictures to my desktop already. So I'll go to Insert, and then I'll find a picture. And you basically have to go to the internet and get your own picture first, save it to a place where you can find it. And so I picked a picture of a Brazil nut, which is pretty cool. So it'll insert it. Sometimes it'll be a really big picture and it'll like overtake the slide. Sometimes it won't. And then you just resize it based on these little things here. And you hold down and then you can resize. So I want one more picture. The other one I had were coffee pods, sustainable coffee pods. So we'll resize this one as well. And whenever you're looking at your poster, you can kind of change the size too. So you can kind of see the poster or the slide better. So I have those two so far. So I also want to insert two text statements. So the text statements, again, very similar to the title. You take your text box, put your, hit the text box somewhere on the slide, and let's say this is a Brazil nut, period. So that's number one. And I want the font to be Arial Narrow, so I click again on the outside of it, go up to my font size here, and it's very slow, but I go down to Arial Narrow. So that's what I want, so I click that, and it changes the font. But I also want it to be a size 66. So default here is 62. 66 is an option. If it's not an option, you can also just highlight it and type it and then push enter. That's an option too. So that's my first one. And my second text statement, I'll do the same way. These are coffee pods. Actually the real coffee pods, not the Keurig coffee pods. And so again, I want to make that font Arial Narrow. So I'll come over here, Arial Narrow, and size 66. So this time I'll type it and push enter. So those are my text statements. Next, I want to change the background color. So to do this, you want to click somewhere on your slide, and you want to right click, or if you're using a Mac, you do the 2-finger click, and click Format Background. You can also do this, I'll show you real quick, so I'm going to cancel this for a second. You can also do this through Format Slide Background, so kind of same thing. Alright, so I want it to be any non-white color. So it's a solid color already. So I would like it to be, we're going to pick a nice light purple color. So I'll click Apply, and that'll be my poster color. So that'll be perfect. And then I want to insert an oval shape of any size anywhere on the slide. So you go to Shapes. An oval is basically a circle, not quite, but so we'll do an oval, and basically I just hold my my little clicker down while I pull it to the size I want. And so once you have it, you can kind of change the size however you would like. And just as an extra, you can also change the color of that oval. So you can come over here, and so this is the fill color. So we're going to just change the fill color. You don't have to for this assignment, but I want to show you how to do it. So you can do that. You can also change the color on the outside and make it a black color. So you can kind of really start to make some really cool pictures. I also ask you to insert a triangle of any size. And here's my triangle. There it is, a nice right triangle. And actually it's not a right triangle, isosceles. I don't know, it's been a while for geometry. So this, I asked you to turn it upside down. So this is how you turn it upside down. So you can rotate it with this little green thing. If you click on it, and then you can move it. So that's one way. Another way, I'm going to move this upside down. All right, another way is to go to this format little A with a box thing to it. Basically, you can start formatting your shapes. And this is really cool because you can rotate it or flip objects. And so you can flip it. So we want to flip it vertical, which is correct. And so it'll flip it vertical for us. And again, we can change the fill color. Not necessary for this assignment, but to show you that you can do a lot of different things with PowerPoint. So this is your basic poster, and you could save it as a PowerPoint document and then submit it under the link for the basic poster assignment.